Hello and welcome back to the Pro Gamers, and today I'm going to be doing a review in a series of videos on the game BeamNG.Drive. So yeah, first video is going to be the map. So I'm going to be showing each of the individual maps one at a time, and then which won't be live commentary as this bit is. So yeah. Okay, so with the first map, which is about to come up to screen now, it's fallen down the cliff as I just explained. The only downside I can see to this map is the fact that to change vehicle, you'll be changing where you spawn if you restart, so you can never test a different vehicle apart from this one to its full extent. And the game crashed, well, in halfly by the fact that you couldn't look around, you couldn't change if you were looking in the cockpit or anything like that. But apart from that, it's a brilliant map where you can just test the destruction of vehicles, and yeah, it's quite nice. So the next map I'm about to show you is one where I explained at the end that I thought it was quite an apocalyptic map. You spawn on a race circuit, as you're about to see, but it did cause my computer an awful lot of lag, which you can't see because I sped up time to 4 times. It's quite a nice map though. I've only ever been in it briefly before, and due to the lag, the steering isn't brilliant, but I'll explain that in a later video. So yeah. Anything else about it? I got stuck in trees. Is why I quit. I actually get jammed in the trees and I can't get out, which is a bit weird because you should be able to pull out the branches. Then the next, as you just see now, I'm changing the settings, but the next map is, I believe, just a plain grid where basically just for speed testing and testing rolling vehicles, I think. Nothing much really on this map. Oh no. Oh, different map. Oh, this is an island where there's a road surrounding it. There's beaches. There's trees everywhere. You can see all the boggy trees or plants where textures aren't for me, basically, because I can't play on the high qualities due to lag, etc. But anyway, yeah, it's quite nice. You can see I just do a bar roll here in a bit. Yep, bar roll failed. And now the beaches. I love the beaches in this. Yeah. And I'm about to drive into some water. Nope, I've just rolled the vehicle. So now I'm about to drive into some water. And the car dies, obviously, because water and engines don't mix. It kind of breaks the car. Now I believe I'm going onto the grid. Yep, so speed test in other words. I tried to show an editing thing, but it crashed the game, so you just see that it goes back to there. Now this is my favourite map of all. It's basically is just testing a car to complete destruction with many stunts stuff. I've tried to edit this map, but it didn't work. So yeah, I think editing is currently broken on my version of the game, and maps are currently broken, or it may just be fraps and overload my computer, which is a huge possibility. There's a race circuit here, which is very nice. That's invisible if you have the quality too low, which is a bit irritating. That's a huge thing to jump off. And then there's a cave system, which I didn't go in. I could have, but I normally have never made it out of there, so yeah. I thought it best if I didn't even try. And it also needs something for you to do if you ever buy this game. And here's some water. And my car died yet again. Then the next two maps crashed. So yeah, back to myself. So now you've seen all the maps that were playable in this version of the game. I just to do a quick review. So the cliff was destruction, basically, but you can't switch between vehicles, which I didn't show. This one is basically a race circuit in a abandoned town area. I thought it looked quite apocalyptic or something like that. but the description is a winter environment for demolition debris. Okay, and the island was quite a nice one. I've never been on this one before this recording. So yeah, I quite like this one. It had nice beaches to drive around on, roads, trees, but some of the trees need to be patched in the lower quality versions, as I had to turn down the quality due to lag. A grid pure is basically for their editing, which I tried to show, but it crashed the game. Where you can basically just make your own maps and edit maps already exist, and I have never been able to use it though because it always throws up errors. So yeah. A grid map, this is my favourite of the maps. It's basically where you can test cars in many different ways. Like I tried to show everything. This one is a race circuit, and it is, well, brilliant if you could go on it, but it currently makes the game crash, so I couldn't show that. And this map I've never been on, but it says a small island in the USA, so I'm guessing it's at an autumn time. Just gonna have some roads, maybe some buildings, and maybe beaches and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the testing of this one game. The next one I'm planning to do vehicles, and then the one after that it'll probably just be a review. It is at the moment in alpha, so yeah. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.